welcome back to Let's Replay Mega Man 4. In the last part, we beat the first 3 Robot Masters, and now it's time for us to head on to Ringman. Ew, I hate this place. Least favorite level in the game, actually. But anyway, let's see, let me get his bio up. There he is. Ringman, a robot created to terminate Mega Man. His weapon is shaped like a ring. He's also Sonic the Hedgehog's best friend. Good point, good strategist. Bad point, too confident. Likes de quoi, I don't know what that is, and dislikes children. Well, I can see where he's coming from on that front. Anyway, this level's gimmicks are these little rainbow platforms. When you're on them, they'll start disappearing rather in a certain direction. Usually the direction you have to walk on them in. A good little trick you can have is just put your little toe on them and they'll actually start disappearing. Then you can jump on them while they're reappearing, so you can actually have some extra time on them. Ooh, extra life. That one little weird graphical detail due to how the NES's palette works is that when you're actually charging your buster, Mega Man's 1-up icon actually charges along with you. And what the hell is this? A hippopotamus! Who has an inexplicably regrowing table. Apparently it's either Krogan or from the planet Namek. This guy is actually kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. His missiles aren't that bad, it's the fact that you have to not both avoid them and shoot his table thing to death. But luckily, if you take enough damage, another extra life can appear for one thing, and the missiles can drop power up, so if you're low on health, just start farming for them for health. In fact, the platforms aren't actually the reason I hate this stage so much, it's these guys. We're gonna see that guy again later on in the stage. And I don't... Exactly where is this level supposed to be, because, now we're in outer space, with weird little invincible saw blade guys that are pretty much in every Mega Man game. Well, they're not always totally invincible. The ones in 8 you can destroy with the Flame Sword. In Mega Man 1 you can destroy them with Cutman's weapon. Now it's time for this boss fight, which is incredibly hard to see due to how my emulator's frame rate works. Frame weight? Rate. Pretty much when he opens up, actually, it looks better in the recording than it actually did when I was playing. Just jump up and shoot when it opens its eyes up, then you'll be able to shoot it down easily. I'm stuttering for some reason. But anyway, it's Blue Hippopotamus Man again. Let's see, 3 extra lives, okay then, that's rarity. This, if I recall correctly, this level actually has the most mini-bosses, possibly in the entire series, because this level has 4. That was number 3. Anyway, I decided to show off the balloon item here. It is literally just the item 1 from Mega Man 2, all over again. Now up here we get the introduction of our good friend Eddie, who some of you might remember from Mega Man 6 and on... well, actually, yeah, he was in Mega Man 6, but this is his introduction game. Nice little trick you can do. If you don't like what he gives you, you can leave the screen and come back, and he'll give you something else. In that case, he gave me an extremely useful energy tank. E-tank. Damn it. Energy tanks are Metroids. Or Metroid. These are E-tanks. Then again, I suppose the E stands for energy, so I'm right both ways, but it just doesn't feel right. And now, for some reason, these platforms have a different sprite. I don't know why they did that. Seriously, where is this level supposed to be? We're in outer space. Is it like some sort of space station? Orbiting the Earth? Actually, that would make a good amount of sense, too. That's something to think about, I suppose. Kick-ass song, too. Then again, Mega Man 4's soundtrack, I think it's probably one of the most hit-or-miss soundtracks in the series, but when it's a hit, it's a hit. Particularly this theme and Pharaoh Man's theme. Oh, Pharaoh Man's song I love. Be quick here, because otherwise you're dead. And it's this guy again. I'm just wondering what this is gonna look like on YouTube, because when I was recording it, the sprites of this guy was freaking out even more than it was usually for me. And this, on the actual recording file, it looks pretty stable, but on YouTube, who knows what's gonna happen. And with that, we're actually done with the level. The boss is right past that little slide section. He is weak against the Pharaoh shot. This is me debating whether or not I should use it against him because I'm low on health, and if I die, I don't want to lose that valuable Pharaoh shot. So I went ahead and died off screen and equipped the Pharaoh shot anyway. Now the Pharaoh shot, the way it works is that when you hold down the B button, you can actually charge up pretty much the equivalent of Goku's Spirit Bomb. The bigger it is, the more damage it does, and it really wrecks Ringman. He just likes to throw his rings at you in varying patterns that are easy to read. But he hurts a lot, so watch out for that. But with Pharaoh Shot, he goes down fairly easily. I almost died, but that's just because I'm incredibly reckless. You know, it bothers me there's no sound effect for actually getting the power. Guess I just played too much Megaman 6. And for beating him, we get the Ring Boomerang. It's rather simple. It shoots a ring forward and then it comes back to you. Anyway, now we're on our way to Dustman stage. Yeah. Well, actually, this stage isn't that bad. But anyway, Dustman, a cleaner robot. He hates to have his mouth choked. Dirty mind, where are you going with this? Good point, has a big appetite. Bad point, has bad breath, and I can believe that. Although, why does a robot need to breathe in the first place? Likes spring cleaning, and dislikes mice. Nah, that sounds pretty standard. And if I recall correctly, Dustman, wasn't that a group in the first Infamous? I haven't played the first Infamous in years. Not since the PlayStation Network got hacked, actually. Another kick-ass song, too. Though it has quite a few traps, like those guys that were coming out of the pits while I was doing the bio, for one thing. And then you have the cousins to the reappearing, disappearing blocks, which I hate oh so. And the thing is, I spent a long time, for some reason, trying to kill this one enemy when I could probably just go right past it. And I learned that they actually will dissipate after a while because of that. I've never seen them fall apart, but I guess you learn a new thing every day. Unless you're in Algebra Geometry 2 for the second year in a row. I'm not, but one of my friends is. That section's not too hard. Just be patient, you should be good. Although you can, in fact, stand on the blocks when they... Another one up, okay. You can stand on the blocks when they are individual, though, so watch out for that. And another one up. Okay, that never happens. What's that, 5 1-ups within the past 10 minutes? Oh, great, this section. This reminds me of Star Wars Ep.2. And it's here I learned that Megaman is actually technically 1.5 blocks tall. Well, in this entire crusher sequence, as long as there's only one layer of blocks above you, you can survive standing in it just fine for some reason. I learned that because, well, let's just say it may have been a death or two that happened off-screen here. Well, not really off-screen, more like they're about to happen in about 3, 2, 1... Smush. Ouch. But yeah, you can apparently stand beneath them if there's just one block above you, which I find kind of odd, and I barely made it through that. Holy moly. There's a lot of red in this game, by the way, on the enemies. Like, a good half of them, I'd say, have at least some sort of red on them, which, mind you, red is at least a good contrast to Mega Man. I guess that's why Proto Man is red. Mind you, although orange is the complement, so... And random furnace. Okay. We're actually right at Dustman, too. Booyah. Dustman likes to suck you up towards him, and when he's doing so, he is actually invulnerable. And his main weapon is his dust shooter, I believe it's called, which just fires a cube at you, and when it gets around your area, it splits into 4 pellets going diagonally. Ring Boomerang is, of course, his weakness, that's why I'm going in this order, and it does a pretty decent amount of damage. You actually have quite a bit of ammo for Ring Boomerang, too. It's one of the best weapons because of it, actually. Still, not as abusable as Metal Blades from 2. Oh, those were broken. And for beating him, we get the... was it the Dust Shooter? Dust Crusher. Alright. I was probably thinking of the Air Shooter from Mega Man 2. Okay then. But now it's time for us to head on already to our third to last Robot Master, Skullman, who is actually one of my favorite designs in the entire series. Skullman, a well-balanced combat robot. He is only good for fighting. Good point, bone idle. Bad point, bad taste. Likes horror movies and dislikes beefcakes. Nice little pun there. Then again, I'm kind of not a fan of beefy people either. And then another kick-ass song. You know, I kind of regret saying that there was a lot of hit and misses in this game because a lot of the ones that I've been through so far have been hits. And why is there robot bones setting up the level? Dinosaur bones at that, mind you. And we also have this game's version of the Sniper Joe enemies, the Skeleton Joes, pretty much. They can only be destroyed by a charge shot, so... Then again, they might intend you to take Skullman on first. Because this level isn't particularly that dangerous, actually. And the Mega Man developers do make at least one level easier than the others, even if it's just by a small amount. So you can take that one on first. Like how, technically speaking, you're supposed to take out Cutman first in 1. I don't know who they want you to take on first in 2. Everyone in 2 can be a pain in the ass if you don't have Metal Blades and another E-Tank. Eddie, you are being awesome this playthrough. The way to continue is actually by going up, but you can get an E-Tank and an energy restore by going to the right. I don't know why I'm going for it, though. I never go for this thing. I guess I just felt like being different. Luckily, phasing enemies off the screen is still a thing that works. And it will in every Mega Man game, actually. Actually, I forget, did they program that into 10? Well, 9 and 10, but I haven't quite beaten 9 yet. It's the only one in Classic I haven't beaten. It's only because I haven't gone back to it since, because I've been watching so much Netflix. You know, visually speaking, this level isn't that interesting, actually. The bone aesthetic is kinda cool, but other than that, it's just a lot of purple. And these enemies, for some reason, the skull cannons that are orange, remind me of something from the Legend of Zelda Oracle games. There's an E-Tank down there that you can get if you want to go for it. I'm not, because I don't really need it. And I was actually debating whether I should, but I should be good. Actually, how loud is my TV? Not loud at all, good. And now it's sunset in the sky. I should do like the look of the sky graphic they have going on here, although I question the random plateaus sticking out of the sky, although I know it's supposed to be a 3D effect of the sky. Anyway, the Dust Crusher works exactly like I described it does for Dustman. So let's get to Skullman, which is obviously his weakness. And one weird little detail with Skullman is that if you don't move at all during the first part of the fight, he doesn't move either. The moment you do something, though, he does move. And he's the shield-type boss of the game. And I honestly forgot how to fight him. He doesn't do his shield as constantly as, say, Woodman does, or whoever had the shield in 3 does. Or as often as Platman does, for that matter. He actually, okay, that's grammar. He actually does have a normal buster attack, which is easy to dodge. Dust Crusher takes him out fairly quickly, though, so he's no big deal at all. And for beating him, we get his shield weapon, the Skull Shield, I want to say it's called. Pretty much when you activate it, you can move with it until you hit something, I believe. Skull Barrier, alrighty. That's close. But, with that, I'm gonna need to end this part off here. Thank you guys for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Play Mega Man 4, we're going after Dive Man. See you guys then.